Welcome to the Crypto Lab channel. In this video I will talk about Vechain price prediction and Vechain news today. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Write in the comments your price forecast for Vechain in 2022. Vechain Vet is a blockchain platform for logistics management. Work on the project began in 2015 and it saw the light in June 2016. Vechain aims to use distributed control technologies and the Internet of Things to create an ecosystem that solves the main problems in supply chain management. The platform uses two internal tokens, VET and VTHO, to manage and create value based on the Vechain public blockchain. The idea is to improve the efficiency, traceability and transparency of supply chains, while reducing costs and putting more control in the hands of individual users. Vechain was created by Sunny Liu, formerly the Chief Information Officer, CIO, of Louis Vuitton China. The second co-founder is Jie Zhang. He leads the global corporate structure, corporate governance and finance of Vechain. Zhang previously worked at Deloitte and PricewaterhouseCoopers in finance and risk management. On building out two crypto projects, ARPA and Bella Protocol. Yumu Zhu, who got his start at Fidelity, has invested actively in the decentralized finance market. ZX Squared Capital's pending launch comes as a wave of capital pours, buoyed by billionaire investors like Alan Howard and Paul Tudor Jones, enters the market. On the venture side, the market has seen a number of new multi-billion-dollar funds crop up, ranging from Paradigm to FTX. The next news, decarbonizing the food sector one data point at a time. From inception, Decarbon has been driven by independent research and technological development, boasting a 20-member expert research team that ultimately helped build the Shanghai Environment and Energy Exchange. The Carbon Management SaaS platform combines professional carbon consulting and carbon reduction methodology services, allowing enterprises to quickly flesh out and act on carbon reduction strategies. The project is committed to building a blockchain-enabled digital innovation platform that serves the burgeoning low-carbon economy, while catering for business and governmental needs through a rapidly deployable system. Proudly, Decarbon contributes to China's carbon neutrality strategy and contributes to global sustainable development goals by tackling the emissions from a wide array of industries including chemical, building materials, food and beverage, paper, transportation and more. We expect Decarbon to be able to scale rapidly in the coming years in line with growing demand for digital carbon management services. Decarbon's food carbon management platform, the United Nations Global Corporate Net Zero Pathway, highlighted the many urgent challenges facing global food production. Produce goes through multiple production stages before it reaches the table, including R&D, harvesting, storage, processing, distribution and ultimately, retail, all of which generate greenhouse gases. So as a vehicle to dodge some of the sanctions. However, this short-term strategy could become increasingly difficult to maintain, as crypto exchanges are heading towards a fork in the road which is likely to force them to either follow in the footsteps of major global financial players, or fully embrace independence from these players, Schwimmer said at a conference organized by the Futures Industry Association in Boca Raton, Florida. If that industry is seen as a bad actor. On the implementation of, or the avoidance of, sanctions in terms with what's going on with Russia, I think that would have a long-term impact in terms of how that industry is perceived, he said, as quoted by Reuters, calling it a watershed moment. Some senior industry representatives, such as crypto exchange Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, have expressed doubts that there was a high risk of Russian oligarchs using cryptosis to avoid the imposed sanctions. Because it is an open ledger, trying to sneak lots of money through crypto would be more traceable than using United States dollars cash, art, gold, or other assets, he said. At the same time, most exchanges admit they do not plan to ban Russian users, unless being explicitly told to do so by regulators. A spokesperson for Gate.io told Cryptonews.com, "End up testing the lows again." The previous weekly candle also has no bottom wick, which is not particularly bullish. VET on a one-day chart, VET seems to be forming a range between 0.0002540 and 0.0001691. Since the price has just tested the higher level, it is likely that at some point it will return to the lower level. It can, therefore, be inferred that it is better to hold ETH than VET. The only way in which this would change is if 0.0002540 is flipped, which would then allow a move to around 0.00034. Although being short-term bearish on the pair is wise. The price has broken its bearish market structure recently, therefore, longing any dip would make sense. Areas around 0.0002 would provide a good entry. Summary: in the VET-USDT one-day chart, the price has been accumulating in the range of 0.06 and 0.04. After breaking the supply zone at 0.0625, it is now moving forward to break the 0.083 level. On the weekly chart, the price has been rejected at the 0.1 supply zone. VET bulls would ideally want to see this level flipped. VET BTC one-day chart has been in a consistent macro downtrend for almost a year now that has been broken recently. providing that the retest of the 160 sats supply zone sparks more buying interest. The next level of interest is 215 sats. The weekly chart shows a similar picture. However, after being rejected at 200 sats, it may test the 145 sats level. On the VET one-day chart price seems to be forming a range between 0.0002540 and 0.0001691. The price has just tested the higher level. It is likely that at some point it will return to the lower level. Vechain price prediction for 2022, 2025 and 2030 is what we have for you today. When we look closely at the cryptocurrency market, we feel that it is doing quite well, rather, it is doing very well. Vechain price prediction 2022 VET has huge potential. With certain interactions and innovations, it is possible to increase the number of users and advertising. If the market focuses on investing in Vechain, the price could rise much higher. By 2022, it may reach a maximum value of $0.073. That is expected to reverse slightly if the market goes down. The year 2022 could end with an average price of $0.065, a minimum price of $0.063, and a maximum price of $0.073. Vechain price prediction 2023. In 2023, with wider adoption and partnerships among other important blockchain networks, the price of Vechain will skyrocket. The maximum trading price may reach 11 cents in 2023. The price ranges will be very trendy if we stick to them. If all goes well, we can expect an average price of $0.097, with a maximum price of 11 cents for 2023. Vechain price prediction 2024. Volatility drives the cryptocurrency market. Today it is not easy to predict and keep up with current prices. This is where many cryptanalysts come into play. Price projections are correct for the years indicated. Cryptocurrency consumers remain concerned about cryptocurrency bans and new restrictions. Vechain could cross $0.16 if the market sees a nice bull run in 2024. Given that it is expected to be owned by long-term investors, its average price for 2024 will be around 14 cents. That price prediction 2025. There are signs that the cryptocurrency market is entering a new era. We are confident that the long-term price forecast for VET will rise, as there is still optimism that the currency will attract much more attention. The year 2025 could end with an average bid of 21 cents and a minimum bid of 20 cents. The maximum bet is expected to be around 24 cents. VET price forecast 2026. For a long-term forecast of the Vechain price, basic analysis is important. In terms of industry benefits, the native token offers several. The autonomy of the digital economy makes it ideal. As dApp and stablecoins evolve, the network offers competitive programmable payment, logistics, and storage options. There is a possibility that the average VET price will rise to around $0.30 by 2026, if the idea attracts more investors. For 2026, the year may end with a maximum price of 35 cents with a minimum price 29 cents level. VET price prediction 2027. VET will be seen as the best option, and with a huge community, the Vechain price will reach new highs. Price swings are hard to predict, especially if the market is more bullish or bearish than ever. For the year 2027, the Vechain rate will be almost 40 cents.